Level Up TTV starts now.
So what's going on? Like, we look it up. There's this little dong, and there's a dong, and there's another dong, and there's people outside. And do you know they're wearing white and red, and they're walking around like all ceremoniously? Is the circus in town?
I don't know where you're from, but we don't call them dongs here. We call them bells. That has a very different connotation in this town. So I would suggest
I'm from
not
down
calling
under. Down
that.
under, dongs are amazing. They're round and they can be golden, and if you hit them, they really react.
So a good number of our participants are youth who might be struggling with some degree of social setback that has something to do with, oftentimes, there's no diagnosis required, but we have a lot of our constituents come to us with challenges related to autism, ADHD, anxiety, or depression, and then coming through and playing a safe and supportive game in a fun environment then helps them come out of their shell and sometimes make friends for the very first time. That's our like historical youth demographic. We have also expanded now to serve adults, which is really exciting. We've also planned to be expanding soon to serve a veteran population, to work with hospitals. So we have a lot of great vision. We're looking to expand our direct services.
Using a bonus action, you may teleport a distance equal. Let's give them something that gets better, right? You may teleport a distance based upon your charisma modifier.
Beckett and Lucita, is this like a Sunny and Cher thing? Do they have other names? Or?
Yeah, it's kind of it's Cuthbert Beckett and Lucita de Aragon.
I'd just be Beckett too.
Who names their kid Cuthbert?
Yeah, that's a horrible name.
That's a weird name.
Don't tell him I said that. He sounds like he kills people.
He does kill people.
Wild magic surges. As the energy goes into you, it begins to take life, a actual organic life of thorns. Large, thorny vines begin to sprout inside your body, busting through your flesh, through your eyes, your mouth, your ears. They begin to encompass you in a sarcophagus of green and red from your blood. Black and silver roses beginning to bloom around you. You're unaware of any of this as you simply drift off to sleep.
Like, you can leave feedback on a class. People leave feedback on official classes and say, this is weak, this is overpowered, this is broken. They do that all the time, and they refine it through Unearthed Arcana and through official errata and official releases. It is time for Bloodhunter to become an official class. It's
because a whole bunch of people were like, sweet, I know this person, I'm gonna, like, they seem very nice on TV, I'm going to play this character. Oh, it's perfect, please notice me, senpai.
But it also meant that if you missed any gaps, the gaps would be black, like in creases and stuff. Where if you miss any gaps with a white undercoat, you have white glaring out at you, and so you need to go back and fix it.
Just to add to what Marty's saying, I'm actually painting right now using a metal paint, and when you put it over black, it comes up with a much better coverage and look than when you go over white.
I'll agree that Andrea gets an extra level of experience because of that.
And exhaustion for having to deal with us.
No, 2 levels of exhaustion.
1 level is all you need, right? Because 1 level gives you, a negative to your...
1 level is disadvantage on skill checks.
Yeah, but that's what she's going to be using, right?
Right now,
So,
yeah.
I mean, unless you guys are going to, pick a fight with her.
Are
you guys going to pick a fight with her?
No. No.
That is 14 points of squirrel damage.
Oh, I've never taken squirrel damage before.
No, but you
Break out the bottle of rat poison. They're just fuzzy tree rats. Kill one.
So anything
Kobolds not really known for their incredible intelligence.
No, not so much.
the noggin actions. That's ego.
Ego.
Reflexes is about being fast.
Dexterous, if you will.
Dexterity.
Agile. Agile! So fast. I like the pot holder on your head.
It's a hat.
It is a hat. It's lovely.
Thank you.
And it matches
Thank
your
you.
tie.
Yeah, I lose my tie.
Uh-oh.
Where did it go? I don't think it exists anymore. My object permanence not so good.
We're live.
Greetings, Earthbound travelers. Welcome to tonight's episode of Will of the Dice presents The Darkened Queen, The Shadow Rose. It is episode 10, entitled War Pigs, Bovine. I am your host this evening, Tier the DM, World's OKest DM. I just want to thank you for joining us. Before we get into it, we do have some announcements and introductions, and then we'll get this game rolling. Starting us off with our announcements, Locke.
Oh, Locke, you are muted.
You are muted, sir. We have no voice coming
We cannot
from you.
hear you. Nope, still can't hear you. Nah.
Okay, so while he's fixing tech issues, we'll go to Dan.
Hi everyone, welcome. New and old, all alike. If you would like to see our older episodes, a great place to do that is YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search Will of the Dice, Darkened Queen and the Shadow Rose, or if you're looking for tomorrow night's game, that's Scions of Oblivion. If you're a podcast listener, this is a great place that you can see us in all of our visual glory. You can come see all the weird faces Garbo makes. That'd be a fun thing for you to do. But mostly go over YouTube, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a comment, tell us what you think of our episodes. And leave some comments there for us. Back to you, Tier.
All right, thank you, Dan. Ben.
So this is the part of the podcast that I talk to you guys about the Patreon. Patreon is going to help support Will of the Dice. It's patreon.com/WOTDICE. If you go there, you will have early access to our podcast. You will have some behind-the-scenes content. You'll actually even be able to vote on some of the audio histories that are going to be coming up, as well as some other things that are coming. So if you want to support us and help us grow, maybe you want to see some more content, maybe you just you love us so much that Will of the Dice is something that you want so much more of. If you support us there, you definitely help us grow. Again, that's patreon.com/WOTDICE.
All right, thank you. Lanta.
Hello, everyone. I am Lanta from Level Up Dice. I also am head media producer here at Twitch Level Up TTV. So if you guys do want to see any more crazy, amazing things on this channel, we got a lot. So, follow, subscribe, all of that fun stuff to help the channel. It helps us bring you incredible content and continue it happening.
All right, excellent. And as a lot of you know, we take the community serious, and we like to give out the shout outs to independent businesses that are in our hobby space. We've started the One Community, One Campaign initiative because, let's face it, we're all in this shit together, and COVID has impacted us all. To tell us more about that tonight is Rin.
Thanks, Tier. So tonight's One Community, One Campaign is a shout out for Mitch and Amber Shyman of Spiral Fae Accents. That's Fae, F-A-E. So Spiral Fae Accents, they do handcrafted leather goods, gemstone jewelry. I was just in their shop looking at it earlier, and some of their things are just absolutely amazing. You really have to go check them out. They've got things for your hair. They've got things for your books. They've even got bags and just absolutely adorable stuff. You really have to go look at it. So hop on over to their Etsy shop at www.etsy.com/shop/Spiral Fae Accents. That's SPIRALFAEACCENTS. Etsy.com/shop/Spiral Fae Accents.
Thank you so much. One of the partners that I want to shout out tonight is Eggles Woodstuffs. If you're looking to get some awesome dice towers or maybe just some home decor, go over and check out eggleswoodstuffs.com. That's EGILLS, woodstuffs.com. They're good with wood. Check in with Locke. How's it going, sir?
He is still going. I wanted to try something, Dan, because we're side by side on. We high five. Yeah, we tried.
Now, it's funny because on mine, Lanta, you're down here. Dan's way up here in the corner, so You're beneath Ren on mine, so
Yeah. On Twitch, it's the different loadout. Oh no, look. What happened? We could hear your beautiful voice just before.
I got too hyper. This is what happens. Electronics die around me, I'm telling you.
Gremlins in the computer. Gremlins everywhere.
Ghost in the shell.
It happens.
Should I? No.
No, you shouldn't.
Would you guys like me to tell you a story?
Yes, tell us a story.
All right. Well,
Thank you guys
while
for
we
being
wait,
patient with the technical
while we
stuff.
wait for Luck, I shall tell you guys a story. I've got many a story. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to tell. Firstly, one thing that I always forget, I have no idea why it happens or anything like that, but I always forget that I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I always forget to pull my dice, like to grab my dice in general. Luckily, I had them already here today. I've been doing a lot of tarot card readings for just like people in work and everything like that at the moment. And my readings have become very literal, as in all of the readings that I'm doing actually are having, actually seem to be having effects and coming true to some extent and everything like that. So, one of them was I was able to predict one of my friends getting engaged, which is really exciting. And I kind of picked up on that on the cards when I was reading them, and I didn't say anything to her because I was like, I'm just going to brush over this. And then I talked to him later on, and he was like, yep, how did you know? I was like, cool, just a guess. So that was fun. There's a lot of craziness kind of happening in the world at the moment. And I've been trying to help people with as many reads as I have been, and people are finding a lot of closure in them, which is really nice, and it's just been chaotic. It feels good to be able to, answer some questions that people might have that they're not necessarily sure on some answers and stuff. So it's just it's a highlight that I've been able to bring to people the past couple of weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a Love Life episode. I'll let you read me online on stream.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I'd love to do like a couple. I think that'd be really cool.
That would be awesome.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Tell him he has to do charades for the rest of the night. All right. Locke, I guess you gotta. Do you do sign language? Do sign language all night? I would not be able to read it.
I think Locke actually does speak some sign.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
He knows the adult version.
There is that.
All right. So, wait, maybe?
Nope.
Wait.
Oh,
We've done
we
this in
see
the other
him.
podcast.
Is it time for cast Q&A? Maybe it is. Like, if you guys have any
Here.
questions, throw them in the chat.
Yeah. Throw them in the chat.
Yeah.
I'll answer anything.
Mm-hmm. I love the stern look. It's like, please work. I get the frustration though.
Yep, I understand. So yeah, hit us with the Q&A.
While we wait, I might even throw us into an ad, so then we can try to fix it. I might do it. I might do that. I'll throw us into an ad. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Level Up TTV starts now.
So what's going on? Like we look it up. There's this little dong, and there's a dong, and there's another dong, and there's people outside. And do you know they're wearing white and red, and they're walking around like all ceremoniously. Is the circus in town?
I don't know where you're from, but we don't call them dongs here. We call them bells. That has a very different connotation in this town. So I would suggest
I'm from
not
down
calling
under. Down
that.
under, dongs are amazing. They're round and they could be golden, and if you hit them, they really react.
So a good number of our participants are youth who might be struggling with some degree of social setback that has something to do with oftentimes. There's no diagnosis required, but we have a lot of our constituents come to us with challenges related to autism, ADHD, anxiety, or depression, and then coming through and playing a safe and supportive game in a fun environment then helps them come out of their shell and sometimes make friends for the very first time. That's our like historical youth demographic. We have also expanded now to serve adults, which is really exciting. We've also planned to be expanding soon to serve a veteran population, to work with hospitals. So we have a lot of great vision. We're looking to expand our direct services.
Using a bonus action, you may teleport a distance equal. Let's give them something that gets better, right? You may teleport a distance based upon your charisma modifier.
Beckett and Lucita, is this like a Sunny and Cher thing? Do they have other names? Or?
Yeah, it's kind of well, it's Cuthbert Beckett and Lucita de Aragon.
I'd just be Beckett too.
Who named their kid Cuthbert?
Yeah, that's a horrible name.
That's a weird name.
Don't tell him I said that. He sounds like he kills people.
He does kill people.
Wild magic surges. As the energy goes into you, it begins to take life, a actual organic life of thorns. Large, thorny vines begin to sprout inside your body, busting through your flesh, through your eyes, your mouth, your ears. They begin to encompass you in a sarcophagus of green and red from your blood. Black and silver roses beginning to bloom around you. You're unaware of any of this as you simply drift off to sleep.
Like, you can leave feedback on a class. People leave feedback on official classes and say, this is weak, this is overpowered, this is broken. They do that all the time, and they refine it through Unearthed Arcana and through official errata and official releases. It is time for Bloodhunt to become an official class. It's
because a whole bunch of people were like, sweet, I know this person, I'm gonna, like, they seem very nice on TV, I'm going to play this character. Oh, it's perfect, please notice me, senpai.
But it also meant that if you missed any gaps, the gaps would be black, like in creases and stuff. Where if you miss any gaps with a white undercoat, you have white glaring out at you, and so you need to go back and fix it.
Just to add to what Marty's saying, I'm actually painting right now using a metal paint, and when you put it over black, it comes up with a much better coverage and look than when you go over white.
All agree that Andrea gets an extra level of experience because of that.
And exhaustion for having to deal with us.
No, 2 levels of exhaustion.
1 level is all you need, right? Because 1 level gives you, what, a negative to your...
1 level is disadvantage on skill checks.
Yeah, but that's what she's going to be using, right?
Right now,
So, like,
yeah.
I mean, unless you guys are going to, like, pick a fight with her.
I
Are you
hope
guys
not.
going to pick a fight with her?
No, no.
That is 14 points of squirrel damage.
Oh, I've never taken squirrel damage before.
Quick, break out the bottle of rat poison. They're just fuzzy tree rats. Kill one.
So anything
Kobolds not really known for their incredible intelligence.
No, not so much.
the noggin actions. That's ego.
Ego.
Reflexes is about being fast.
Dexterous, if you will.
Dexterity.
Agile.
Agile. So fast.
I like the pot holder on your head.
It's a hat.
It is a hat. It's lovely.
Thank you.
And it matches your tie.
Yeah, I lose my tie.
Uh-oh.
Where did it go? I don't think it exists anymore. My object permanence not so good.
And we're back. Thank you so much for waiting. I understand there are a few questions, so Lanta, hit us.
I will. All right. So we've got a couple questions in chat. I will just spin it through them. Do any of you have a particular favorite die/dice? And if so, what are they?
My chipped hematite.
Anyone else?
I'm really fond of my big aluminum red table shaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. It makes the best thunky sound when you roll it.
I don't know how well you guys can see them. I have the Widow Jade Ivory set from Level Up, and I love them. I'm always nervous about rolling them because I drop everything, but they're beautiful and they roll really well.
Astral Portal from Level Up.
Oh, wow.
What about you, Dan?
Well, I've got these are two real basic dice. They're just these orange D20s. But what I like about them is I'm not a very superstitious person usually, but these dice, they roll either 1s and 2s or they roll like 20s and 18s. There's not much middle ground for some reason with them, and they tend to go into dice jail quite often.
I love
I'd
that.
say my acrylics. So this is the D20 from the set. It's just a basic purple frosted set. This was my very first ever set of dice. I've had them for 20 years. And by some miracle have not actually lost them. Though there was about 3 years where I couldn't find them at all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, next question.
The next question is for Dan. How does it feel to be playing someone who's always thinking with their stomach?
Well, it's not that much different than my normal self, but usually that's an intense urge for baked goods and frozen treats. And I just kind of channel that into bugs and garbage.
I love it. Tia, what's the most rewarding part of DMing an original story spread across 2 campaigns?
So there is a moment when I'm DMing that I watch you all, and in that moment, I watch reality fade and you step into the story. I can see that you are there, that the pictures that I'm painting are coming to life. That is why I DM, to get those moments of pure raw emotion, to see you forget the real world and step into this crazy place that I have created.
I love it. Lanta, what is it like to play a character brought back through fellow player character actions? Did you ever consider doing what Dan would do later, and let Sarah be at rest? Ooh. I had a rough. I really was not done with Sarah. So as soon as I found out that there was a possibility that she was coming back, I was like, awesome, let's do it, because there's so much more of her story that needs to be explained, I feel. So it gave me a second chance to kind of, make sure that I do that while I'm playing, and while I am Sarah, is to make sure that I'm bringing those little bits of herself through. So it's made me not second guess all of my actions and everything, and pretty much just play it to the best that I can while she's alive, basically. Ren, how does it feel to have a character hunting another character but playing them both?
It's really funny for me because both the characters are completely oblivious who the other one actually is. And Vinfira has no idea that anyone's following her or looking for her, other than the shadows. And every time it comes up, I want to laugh so freaking hard, and I'm trying to stay in character while it's happening.
It's funny because you just know.
Right? Like, I know, they don't know.
I love
and
it.
It's always really hard not to yell at Tyr when he does it. Or flip him off.
I love it.
But he knows it's
Locke, what made you choose a Weber?
Because they're awesome. I mean, okay, so look, when you choose Order of the Lycan, you have to choose a were beast. You have to choose a were form. And like the idea of a 4-foot something dwarf who turns into literally the biggest were creature in the D&D book was funny to me. Also, I very heavily identify. I get called a teddy bear. I get called a bear. I get called a lot of bear-related things because I am a big fuzzy guy. So and also in the SCA, I am part of a melee unit called the Legion of the Bear. It's one of our orders of high merit in my kingdom. I'm currently the prefect of that order, so I have a lot of bear-themed stuff in my wardrobe and my jewelry. So I went with werebear because a dwarf who turns into a 9-foot tall humanoid bear is awesome.
You're right. I'm going to take like one or two more questions and then we're going to jump into it. Just letting you know, it says, Dan, this is your dad. What kind of board game is this? This is a tabletop role-playing game, if you will. It's not necessarily playing on a tabletop. We're using Theatre of the Mind here. And within saying that, it is we are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which is a homebrew, however, in a homebrewed world. So it is created from the incredible mind of Tia. Last question that we will take is, Ben, why a bullywog for your transformation for Morkwort?
Mainly because I like the ability to explore a character that so the way that I act as a character isn't necessarily characteristic of a bullywug, so you wouldn't expect him to be that, and I just like having a little bit of spice to him.
Love it. Awesome. And with that, Tia, I'm throwing it back over to you.
All right, and now that you're back, Locke, you can do your announcements.
Yes.
Oh, hey. Hi, gamers. Locke here. For our partners, Level Up Dice. Fine purveyors of luxury dice and all your really cool dice needs. Tonight, we're going to talk about Chris Tarquino's custom Tark Dice 2.0. So the Plasma series of dice, you might remember those. They are really cool, and each die is hand anodized to give it a absolutely unique appearance. Chris Tarquino did a special line for the launch of the Plasma range of dice for Level Up, and he's back and has done another run with a bunch of different sets. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different sets that he has done in the 2.0 Tark line. My personal favorite are the red and copper. They are gorgeous. You should go check those out. And to do that, go through our portal because it helps us out. It lets Level Up know that you came from us and helps support this game. So go to https://bit.ly/L, U, D, V, dice. That's bit.ly/LUD, Will of the Dice, all one word. And we would also like to give a special shout out to those people who have provided music for our game tonight. That would be our very own Patrick Taylor and Kevin McLeod. Thank you both for providing music for tonight's game to heighten all of our experiences.
Thank you, Locke. I just want to say one more thing, and then we'll get into the introductions. Guys, make sure you're watching our social media. Last weekend, I did a contest for those that can't always be here to watch us live. I was giving away a set of our Puck D6 dice to have a chance to win. All you had to do was comment. Not a lot of people commented, so everybody got dice. So if you didn't comment, you missed out. That being said, we'll go ahead and start with tonight's introductions, starting with Lanta.
Hello everyone, I am Lanta. You guys can find me on the interwebs as Lanta Fanta or right here at Level Up TTV. Tonight I am playing Soralia Vesca. Her nickname is Sarah, and she is a bit of a badass. Within saying that, we found out recently that she has the elder blood within her, which is causing her hands to kind of turn blue, but also to find some kind of little hidden secrets. There's a lot going on in this world at the moment, and she's very overwhelmed, but with Eliana with her, she you know, it makes life a little bit more fun than her constantly being in her head. Off to you, Ben.
Where can they find you on socials?
Yeah, Lancer Fanta. Yeah, is where people can find me.
Hey everybody, I'm Ben Sigurd. Tonight I'm playing the voice of Murkwort. He's not your average bullywug. He's 4 feet of amphibious shenanigans. He's gambled on much and won just enough to be dangerous. You can find me on Twitter at Ben Sigurd. Now, before I pass this off to Garbo, I do want to take one little bit to shout out. And so you understand the gravity of the words that I'm about to tell everybody, I'm going to tell you that it's pertinent to know that I never knew my biological father because he passed away from a tractor-trailer accident when I wasn't even a year old. Now, I wandered most of my life a wild boy that became a wild man with no father influence until a man took me under his wing. And in 3 years, he gave me something that I was missing my whole life. And I fucked up our relationship due to a significant other that is no longer part of my life. So I reconnected with him today to help celebrate his 50th birthday. So I just wanted to shout out to you, Patrick Hayes. You did say that that's simply who you are now, but to me, you're always Gunnar, the hero my life needed. Happy birthday, man.
Excellent. Where can they find you?
You find me on Twitter at Ben Sigurd.
Hey everyone, I'm Dan. I play Garbo. He's a small goblin with a appetite for things that others find gross, but he finds them nice and tasty. He has big muscles, especially for a goblin. Kind of walks hunched over. One arm constantly walking with his legs, while the other arm carries a big stick on the end of which has been attached a giant black iron cauldron. You can find me on Twitter at Ravenous Dan.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, and tonight I'll be voicing Eliana Trudeau. She's a short elf with short, choppy black hair that she's clearly cut herself with a dagger. She's lighthearted most of the time, but serious when she has to be. She's struggling with the loss of so many people in her life, and little by little things are coming to light for her. And she's trying to manage. You can find me on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
And Locke is gone again. Oh no.
It appears the gremlins.
Yep.
Oh, there they
There
go.
we go. Okay. So, hi gamers, I'm Locke Clark, and I play Bjarnar Sangar, a middle-aged dwarf with a surly attitude, who might be coming around a little bit because he's had a whole lot of family taken away from him recently, and while he doesn't like some of the green-skinned and orange-skinned races that he finds himself stuck with, they're starting to look like family to him. Before I give you where you can find me, I realize we've had some technical issues tonight, and I apologize for that. I am on the road right now. I am working a gig, the Georgia Renaissance Fair. I will be for the next several weeks, so I am not in my normal location. I am broadcasting from a friend's house. My friend Tim Kennard was kind enough to put me up at his place, let me use his spare bedroom as a broadcast facility. I am on all portable equipment, so if I look a little different, the background's different, things don't work quite so well, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna figure it out over the course of the week, and next week this should not happen again. But in the meantime, thank you for your patience, and a big shout out to Tim, who is a genius with technology and has been helping me work out all of the issues so that I could be here tonight. Also, if you are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and you want to come out to the Ren Fair, you can find me Crafty Celts booth at the fair. Many of you may have noticed that I always wear my Torque while I'm on stream. He's the one who made this. We sell ones look just like it. You can stop by and see me there. And you can find me on the Facebooks and the Twitter pages at Lock Unruly. That's Lock with an H.
Excellent. Excellent. So, when last we left our party, they had traveled into the maze of madness. They had overcome, due to some lucky dice rolls. Y'all were lucky. They had entered the Tomb of the Kings. They had found the Diadem of Unification and returned it to Q, the Chancellor of Religion. Q, donning the Diadem of Unification, pronounced himself to be Pontifex of Frania, and that Frania was now under one rule. At this time, he declared allegiance to Talidegarios, the Minotaur Kingdom, in the war against Iron Sage. Also at this time, he revealed that the other two Trinoc Council members were dead. So, yeah, might be a little bit of fuckery there. Also, just a reminder, mature content. If you don't like mature content or you're not old enough for mature content, GTFO. So, with that being said, this is where our story will continue. And this is where we determine you have been forsaken to the will of the dice. You find yourselves in the council chamber of the Trinoc Council, here with 20 Minotaur soldiers and their general, here with Q, who is now Pontifex of Frania and has declared that Frania will side with the Minotaur Kingdom against Iron Sage in war. Seemingly for the moment forgotten by those gathered, what would you like to do? We will start with Syrah.
I don't know how to react to this, so I am a little bit shocked. So I'm literally probably just gonna, because we're up on the up on the stage, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I am probably going to walk down the stairs to where, near where the centaurs are.
All right. So moving down towards the Minotaurs.
Yep.
Muckwort.
Well, he was not wanting Syrah to do that, so he's going to kind of tap the others that are next to him without making noise, looking at the Minotaurs and looking back at them, and then looking at Syrah and kind of frowning a bit, and then kind of motioning a bit like, hey, they don't notice us. We should skedaddle unless she fucks it up.
Give me a stealth check to see if you can discreetly, without drawing attention to yourself, let the others know that, hey, we need to scoot.
Damn it. 8.
So, what meant to be a hey is a guys, we should go before they notice us. Too late, you are noticed. However, you are insignificant. You have served your purpose. The now Pontifex Q, dressed in his robes with the revealing just portions of his face and now the diadem of unification upon his head, will look to you all and smile. You can see it in his eyes, that devious glimmer. You all may leave. If you wish the deal to be continued, the instant transportation to the Emerald Forest, please. He will motion to the door to the right side of the chamber that is still open, where you all had walked down the steps to enter the Maze of Madness. Enter the Hall of the Prism, and we will get you to the Emerald Forest.
Would I like to walk?
Our payment?
Damn it.
Oh, yes, your payment. He will snap his fingers, and you will...
Yarnor glares at Syrah.
I'm sorry, Dad.
You will see 2 servants appear, each carrying pouches of coin to hand to each of you. As agreed upon, 3,000 gold each.
Oh man.
Take the money.
Murkwort looks at Garbo and says, do not spend that all on food at once.
Okay, I'll do it over a course of time. At least 2 meals.
He'll smack his forehead.
Okay,
no,
so...
No, Murkwort's forehead.
So you each take the money. Are you taking the offer to be teleported, or are you all just going to leave the council
Yes.
chambers?
Oh.
Ellie's adamant that they're not going in there.
But then we don't have to walk, right?
I think it's
We made the deal.
We can just buy a cart. We have the amount of money.
There are some things we need to get in town, and we're alright to walk.
Agreed.
It's really not that far.
And then I'm gonna look up to my party and be like, "Let's go, shall we?" And like gesture to the door.
I guess you guys need to get some exercise. You don't have as big of muscles as me.
Merkwort will sigh and then again look at Garbo, saying, "Geez, I know you're hungry, but why does your stomach sound like a cat?"
Yeah, sorry. That's the cat that lives here. She's very vocal, and she just wanders into the room sometimes. I'm sorry. She's liable to be on camera at some point.
I was
It's great atmospheric. It's atmospheric.
She keeps trying to roll my dice. You're gonna see that cat on screen eventually.
I think it's awesome.
Her name is Nova.
There's a cat around.
Ellie's gonna start for the door.
I don't like cats. Please, let's go. I'm gonna just start walking towards the door.
We go.
As you all leave the Tri-Knot Council chambers, the doors are shut behind you. You can hear them being barred as the War Council begins. As with previously, you are greeted by the chilling winds and slight snow flurries. As you find yourself in High Crown, where would you like to go?
There are some things I need to get. Can we please go back down into Mid Tower?
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Yep, that'd be good.
Ellie will
Although,
in fact lead the way.
As we're moving away from where the Tri-Knot are, once we're out of earshot of anyone in the big room, I'm like, we could have killed him. If we had taken the teleport without him paying us, he would have broken the blood deal and he would have died, and we would have solved our own problem.
Tyr, does Ellie know if that's exactly how the pacts work, or if it would have affected her as well?
Give me a history check.
Ooh, well, I rolled a natural 18, and I have a +3 on history, so 21.
There would have been a slight chance that had anything untoward been intentionally provoked, that you both would have perished instead of just one perishing for breaking the deal.
If you had attacked them, there's a chance it could have killed me too.
Hold on a moment.
Oh, I can't hear you, Locke. Sorry.
Hold on a moment. I thought I heard it before, but I thought my ears were mistaken. Did you say you did a blood deal?
I didn't want a chance that he would back out on us. I wasn't willing to risk all of you without making sure that he would be held to it.
Merkwort will stomp his trident in the ground. He'll say, "You made a blood deal after I went through and like motion at Syrah and then motion at you through all the trouble to bring the hell are you doing?"
Let's try not to make these again, because we're going to start losing people and it's not something I could handle.
Which is why I didn't want to go into the maze in the first place. I didn't want to risk any of you. But you all made it clear that you were determined to do it.
All right, hold on 1 second. Are you back with us, Locke?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So, look, if I wasn't talking about attacking him, but he made a deal to pay us if we got in the diadem and to teleport us to the Emerald.
Yes, but that's refusing payment isn't him failing at his part of the deal. It is us
But
changing the conditions.
No, he said when we were in the room just a minute ago, before Syrah spoke up and was like, "Hey, what about our money?" Before we left the room, where he was like, "You still want to be teleported? This way. Leave now. Get out. Take the teleport and go." that's kicking us out without paying us. That would have violated his side of the deal and probably would have killed him.
I'm really not in that big a rush to get to the world. No. Let's get down to Mid Tower, please.
As we're walking, and Locke or Bjarn are saying this out loud, Merkwort will say, "So what you're saying is, if we don't teleport, guy dies," and he looks around.
No. He offered us the teleport, which, as part of the payment, is all he has to do. The way I understand how contract works, he made it available to us.
Oh.
If we choose not to take it, that doesn't violate the contract. But if he sent us away without paying us, that would violate the contract.
Yeah, but now we got all this gold, so whatever.
I'd definitely trade 3,000 gold pieces to see that fucker dead.
I knew he was up to no good.
And as if fate heard your words, Branor, you will hear a voice magically echoing throughout the city. People of Frenia, this is your Pontifex. As you know, I have donned the diadem of unification. Hence, my last wish must be adhered to. My last wish is that now and forever, Frenia will be part of Teledegarios and will fall under the Flame Song line. To rule us in this time of chaos, General Stonehoof will assume command of Frenia, as I now lay down my life for the greater good. Be strong, Frenia, for once again, we will rise. You will then begin to hear bells tolling in the distance, coming from the temple where the Trinot Council was held.
Hey, look, Barnor, it looks like he's gonna be dead, just like you wanted.
That's too
Yeah. It's worse than that, though.
Yes, it is. Come on, let's.
He just put the mid.
He's gone again. I'm in aggression. I'm going to take my sword off my back and just not trying to hurt it, but who knows? Roll a one. And just kind of tip it into the ground angrily. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, give me a athletics check, Lanta.
18.
Burying the blade about a quarter, 2 or 3 quarters into the soft mud puddle that you were standing next to. The luck that you rolled because the rest of the ground was frozen and the blade might have snapped, which would have been so bad. It would have been good. Your anger, your angst, all of you feeling the weight of the situation. I need Eliana and Sarah, give me insight checks. In fact, everybody give me insight checks because of what you went through last week.
Yeah, that's only a 13. Sorry,
Branor?
14.
Oh, I'm far too pissed off to have any insight. I rolled a 3. I think my insight is not great. Hold on, it's loading.
Garbo.
I got 15.
All right, Muckwort.
So I rolled a different number, but got 8 again.
And
16.
Okay, so I'm not going to have you guys earmuff in case it messes with Locke, but I will just disseminate this. Garbo and Sarah, you all look at each other and there's an instant moment of shared recognition. The Pontifex has turned over power to the Minotaur Kingdom. You all were just standing in a room that would allow you to be teleported anywhere in the known realm, or almost anywhere. Essentially, the Pontifex just gave the Minotaur Kingdom a gateway to anywhere they want their army to be.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying before my mic cut out a minute ago, so I guess I didn't need that insight check.
No, guess you didn't.
I'll relay that to everyone anyway.
Yeah, not to mention that the Minotaur General, who is now the head of Frenya, is in charge of all the forces here and the entire city.
And they don't care for Frenya. They care more about their kingdom, so they would be leaving Frenya completely defenseless. And especially as to what we've just recently seen, we know things aren't going well.
Yeah.
Come on, I need some more healers kits. For as much as you all keep getting injured, I need to make sure I can keep you safe. So, since Ellie has a feat as part of her background that allows her to travel through town along with everybody else who's with her at twice the speed that normally take, how long is it going to take us to get down to Mid Tower?
It's only going to take you about 20 to 30 minutes right now. The town is absolutely silent. It is the most silent that anyone that has lived here has ever seen, as everyone tries to ingest the final command of the Pontifex.
Never seen the streets this quiet.
Let's get through here as quick as we can.
So I just need healers kits and then we can go.
Murkwort will be looking all around the empty streets and just be really, really nervous and just be looking side to side as we're walking.
You all appear before long outside of a small general store, Sam's General Goods. There's the door is open, but there is not a crowd as there normally is. There's a lone human standing that you can see through the open door behind the counter, just sort of talking to themselves.
Is this one of the merchants who Ellie knows?
No.
Okay.
Do I know them?
No.
Okay, cool.
They're new.
Cool.
Ellie will step inside very calmly, very quietly, walk over to the counter and as respectfully as she can. Sir, excuse me.
Oh, no. Call me Randolph. I own Sam's General Store. I'm no sir.
Randolph. Is there any chance you could help me? I need some healer's kits.
I have 2.
How much?
3 silver. Here, just take them. He'll put them on the counter.
She's gonna hand him 5 gold.
Okay. He will not even really register the money as he puts it into his little cash box. If you will excuse me, I must close shop. I must get to my family.
I understand. Thank you. She'll turn and head out so he can close up. He's closing up shop. I got 2 healer's kits from him. I imagine a lot of the others will start to close up too. We should leave town while we can.
Yeah. Can we quickly just stop in at the inn on our way out?
Yes, especially if you have anything still there. We need to get all our things and go.
Yeah.
We can camp outside of town tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
Still think we should have taken the teleport. I know the Emerald's not far, but it's
also not
still
the kind
dangerous
of
on the road.
It's also not the kind of place that you just suddenly appear in. It's dangerous to all of you to do so. Come on.
So you find your way to the Broken Shear, the tavern inn owned by Oren Kane, who is sitting at a table with a bottle, not even bothering with a glass. The room, the entire place, empty, quiet. There's a heavy silence, a mournful silence as Oren drinks to what he calls the death of Frenya. He will look up as you enter. Well, I'm sure you all heard.
Of course, Oren.
I believe everyone did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Ellie's gonna walk over and set her hand on Oren's.
Bjarnor sits down at a table, pulls out a piece of parchment, and starts writing very quickly.
Okay. That damn diadem.
Yeah, that was really bad. Probably shouldn't have got that for him, huh?
Oh, so y'all are the ones that found it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that.
He tricked us, Oren. I'm sorry. If we'd known what he had intended.
Types you never can tell.
Eliana had done a blood oath, so we couldn't not give it to him. She would have died.
Are you crazy, girl?
He was risking my friends. I wanted to make sure that if they were at risk, so was he. They are all I have, Oren. I'm sorry.
No, I respect it. I respect it.
What will you do, Oren?
What I've always done. I'll stay here and give people a roof and a meal and a drink, and we'll see what happens. You know, we've seen war before, just never at the helm of someone else's ship.
Are you sure you want to stay? We could help you get to Wells Deep.
No. This is my home. This is where I was born. This is where I raised. And when the gods call me, this is where I'll be.
Let me help you. I'm gonna put 1,000 gold on the table for him. This is yours.
His eyes will go wide as holy shit. Are you sure?
No questions asked. And then I'll go upstairs.
All right. He will take the money.
Do we have any sort of seal that we can affix to things or way to mark things as blood hunters to show that they are from a blood hunter?
Yeah, you all have like the rings, the signet rings.
Yeah, like a signet ring. Cool. So, what I have been writing on the piece of paper is basically a to whom it may concern sort of letter. The letter details what happened, some of the events of what happened under the Cairn. The king giving his life to give us a chance. Us killing the Skaglador to free the people from their stone imprisonment and to save what was left of the city. It then says, in the name of saving people, the last wish of your king, and for the good works we did for your city, let the bearer of this and any with them into your city for safety. War has come to Frenya. And I'm going to seal it after having signed it as a blood hunter with my name and I'll actually it'll be the last surviving blood hunters, and I'll sign my name and I'll seal it and I hand it to Oren and I tell him that there should be safety under the Cairn, and if you don't want to go, but there are others that want to get out and you'd like to see them safely, send them with this. It's the best I can do for you.
Nice. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
12. That's less persuasion. I have a 12.
Okay. So, Oren will take the note and consider for a moment leaving, but this is his home. He will stay, but he assures you that he will make sure that others, especially the elder and the young, escape this, what will soon be hell.
Sarah went upstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ellie's gonna head up too.
Okay.
Sarah,
What?
we could take them to Dauntless. It's not that far from here.
What are they gonna do for us?
We might be able to restock provisions.
That's if anyone's there, Eliana.
Even if people aren't there, the supplies and whatnot should still be there.
We should probably go there for the night, if that. It is safe. It was safe. Who knows if it is anymore? It is probably the best idea.
It's safer than us trying to camp in the Emerald. If we got caught camping in the Emerald, who knows what would happen to all of you.
I wouldn't want to risk it. We'll go to Dauntless first. Make our plan. Head to the Emerald Forest. I'm gonna go back to packing.
It's nice to be in agreement instead of butting heads with you for once.
I'm like holding back tears and I'm... For once.
Ellie will head to her room to get her things.
Okay.
Yeah, I give them a considerable amount of time, and then eventually I'll go up and
it's like 2 hours later and he's like, alright, I should be fine now.
that's got to be enough time. And I go get the healing potion that I had brewing, and collect my healing my herbalism kit supplies.
While this is all going on,
hold on, let me speak. Raynor, when you walk into the room to get your healing potion, you will find actually 3. There's a note attached to 2 tied with the string. It just has a L in fancy script. An L.
You're muted.
Can't hear you, sir. All right.
Letter L?
The letter L.
Mm-hmm.
L as in Lima, as in llama, as in lollygagging,
as in lock.
As in lock. All right, Muckwort, what was you going to do?
I'm just going to say that while this is all going on, and that we entered the inn, and he saw Eliana take off, and then Bjarnar doing all the things, he looked over and saw the bar with the mirror behind it, and everybody in the mirror, and like he sees his trident just kind of floating there next to where he should be, and he's just kind of staring hard.
Give me a perception check.
That's an 18 plus my 1, 19.
So the thing you'll notice as you're staring into the mirror is you can see your body. You can even see this face. It will dawn on you then that it wasn't literally your face you would never see again. No, you gave up any chance of seeing your original face again. Any chance of being that which you once was. In this moment, you realize beyond a shadow of a doubt that the price you paid is that you will forever be in this form. No matter what you search, no matter who you find, you gave up yourself to save someone. And for the first time, I think that's also going to make you feel a little noble, as you are used to being a little bit on the outskirts of such feelings. As you are a gambler, you are a man of fortune and fate, as you let the winds blow where you go. Tonight, this evening, this afternoon, you feel a little bit like a hero for the first time in a long time. Maybe the weight of the decision you made will crash down on you tomorrow, but for today, you stand a little taller, a little prouder, that you brought somebody back by making a sacrifice. Maybe you're not as selfish as they said you are.
and puff out his chest a little bit and kind of smirk. Even he'll smirk, and then he'll look around and be like, "Oh fuck, I shouldn't be smirking," and then stop smirking.
Gargabo sees everyone kind of doing their own things. Like, I already have all my stuff. I don't have many possessions, so I guess I'm just good to go. So he's gonna go around looking for tasty crawlies.
Give me an investigation check.
I got a natural 20, so that's a 21.
You find a nice big fat centipede.
Ooh, okay.
So juicy, so tasty. Okay, if you guys suddenly hear me scream like a small child, I saw a spider and it vanished before I could kill it. So,
It'll be fine.
Garbo will take care of it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about it.
wait. Lanta just told you it'll be fine. Take that to heart, because we don't have real spiders here. Not like the Aussies do.
Did you say we found a spider?
Oh my goodness. I love it.
I love you guys so much. So you're upstairs, you've gathered your things. Do you return to the main room?
Yeah.
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 What are we doing?
I've got a cloak over me. Just hooded. Don't know. It was left in the closet. It's nothing really. Is everyone down here? Biano, are you
Give
down
me
here?
a flat 20 roll, Lanta.
19.
19. Okay, let me make a note of that.
Is everyone dressed in their warmest clothing?
This is my only clothing, so yeah.
Great. Eliana brought up a great point. We should head to keep Dauntless. We should head to keep Dauntless for the night, maybe even a couple of days before we head to the Emerald Forest, just because we should see what's happening up there, as it is a blood hunter keep. Just to see whether or not people are still up there, but regardless, it is safe. So we think.
It is also one of the coldest places that you will ever see. I don't know if you've ever heard the tales, but they used to tell us that Dauntless gets so cold at this time of year that they believed it would freeze the very soul.
Murkwort scowls and buttons up his clothing tighter, like son of a bitch. Fucking, I don't want to be no damn frog sickle. This is gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like the cold too much. I just see my
we oughta
have some holes and stuff in them. That might not be so good.
I have a spare blanket. Perhaps.
Oh, that'd be good. I like blankets.
Ellie will give him her spare blanket.
What was you gonna say, Raynor?
Is it the cat? I think it's the cat.
No. Someone running a machine in the kitchen that was very loud and screechy, and I didn't want to talk and open my mic. Sorry.
Fair.
I closed the door. I was gonna say that perhaps we ought to take some of this newfound gold we have and head over to the head somewhere that sells warm clothing and get these two some proper winter gear.
I don't think anyone's going to be open at the moment.
Orin will speak up. I got something for you. He will stand up, go into a back room. He'll be gone about 5 or 10 minutes. He'll come back with some nice fur-lined cloaks, and he will hand each of you one. He'll look at you, Garbo, before pulling out a dagger and cutting the length. These were left here by some fancy travelers, and, well, I don't think they're coming back for them. It's been a year.
Oh, wow. Thanks. That's really nice. Merkwort starts to slide on his coat, and he goes, I'm gonna pop some tags or whatever. And he buttons it up.
Cloak, right? It's a cloak?
Yep.
Okay. Make sure I put the right thing on my sheet, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
All right.
So that 19 that Lanta rolled got you all cloaks of warmth. That was just a fortune check when she said that she found something in the closet, and so the fortunes favored you. Thus the will of the dice.
Sometimes they like us.
Sometimes. All right. We should start
So
heading off.
Cloak of warmth that magically keeps us warm?
Yes.
Oh, cool. That means I don't have to wear sleeves. Awesome.
Yeah, sleeves are pesky, aren't they? You gotta rip the sleeves off all of my clothes.
The wind might
Sleeves
still bite.
Sleeves are bullshit. Yeah, you had all seen that Bjarno had started to pull his heavy winter coat out of the bag of holding, and the sleeves are very obviously detachable. Before Orin came back out with the cloaks, and he was like, "Oh."
All right. Let's go. Thank you, Oren.
Yeah.
Thank you, Orin.
Y'all be safe.
Thank you, Orin.
You be safe. Take care.
Send my
Sorry, go ahead.
send my love to your wife and the little ones. I know.
Merkwort finishes tying up his coat, and he gets all nice and toasty, and he looks at Orin, and he salutes him. He says, "You are a gentleman and a scholar."
Just trying to help some friends. Y'all step out into the streets of Frenia, the wind blowing, the snow falling harder as if the heavens are weeping for the fate of this city. Still, there is no one to be seen, not even the urchin youth that usually run to and fro. It is quiet. The mid towers, the watchtowers that stand in defiance against the weather, even their lights are dim as everyone allows these moments of despair to settle in. As you make your way to exit this city heading towards Dauntless, you'll see that beneath you can see at the foot of the mountain an army so vast it's like the waves crashing against the sand. The horizon speckled with countless fires. They were already prepared. They were already here. I'm not going to make you give an insight check. You all have lived through enough to know that this entire ordeal was planned. A stage to give the Minotaur Kingdom access. And thus you leave this city, traveling towards Keep Dauntless, the coldest place known to man. I need everyone to please give me your marching order.
I'm in front.
Ellie will take rear in case anybody gets separated from the group.
I'll be in the middle. Yeah.
I'll be in the back with Ellie.
I guess I will be right behind the front.
All right, Sarah, I need a survival check. As you leave Frenia, it's almost as if the weather wishes to greet you as the snow begins to pound harder. Sometimes you can only see feet in front of your face.
Do I get any sort of advantage due to the fact that I'm used to this terrain?
You do. I'll give you advantage as you know where you're going, and this is the type of weather that you grew up in.
Yeah. Uh, 19.
19. It's slow, but it's steady. The snow crunching under your feet as you make your way, the wind howling and nipping, the cloaks keeping you amazingly warm, comfortable. It's like being near a fire. It's like a hug from a loved one. And on you go through the darkness, through the snow. I need one more survival check.
Me?
Yep.
Yep. Nat 20. That is a 23.
23. Hours pass, and you find yourself at the gates of Keep Dauntless, the small, squat fort that is carved halfway into the side of the mountain. The braziers that normally are lit for the guards cold, the drawbridge down, the inside quiet.
Is there still people though?
There are not. Blood hunters to a man were called north. None were left.
Not even the people who lived and worked there, who weren't
No.
blood hunters.
No one's here. Now, what happened to the others? Maybe they heard what happened and left. Maybe they're hiding inside. But from where you're standing, this place is absolutely vacant.
This is what you thought. This is what we thought could be a possibility. Let's go up into one of... Let's check to see if anyone's here first, and then we'll tuck in for the night.
All right, give me an investigation check. Everybody. All right, Baynor. Can't hear you, sir. Okay,
16.
Eliana.
13.
Garbo.
14.
Muckwort.
I don't know what's with me and Ace tonight, but 8.
15.
Sierra, Baynor, you all, as everyone sort of mills about looking, you all come upon a scene of horrific nature. These are faces, Baynor, that you have no idea who they are, but Sierra, these are people that you have worked beside for the last 5 years. There's 12 of them. 12 non-blood hunters that helped keep this place moving, traveling in such twisted, horrific displays as giant rose bushes, thorns, vines have erupted from the ground, interwoven with their bodies, turning them into macabre pieces of art. You see flowers blooming, dark as night, dipped with blue drips coming from each individual. And this is where we're going to take our first break. I know we got started a little late, but chronic pain patient, need to take my stuff.
Hello.
Welcome back, Earthbound Travelers. Thank you so much for hanging out during our quick break. Before we left the party to go on break, they had left the city of Frania as it had now become part of the kingdom of Teledegarios, the Minotaur stronghold. A Minotaur general being placed in control. The city that is usually bustling and very vivacious, becoming absolutely, positively silent. They had left the city and headed to the keep, the Bloodhunter Keep Dauntless, where Eliana and Syrah had been stationed. Coming there, it seemed vacant. They had found, Vanor and Eliana had found 12 of the non-Bloodhunter staff, or Syrah and Vanor had found 12 of the non-Bloodhunter staff twisted in with black and blue roses. I need Syrah to please give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a nat 1, but it comes to a 3.
Okay. Interestingly enough, failing this is what provokes the action. You are overwhelmed. You are taken hold by grief, by anger, by sorrow. Branor, you will begin to see those blue wings that you had seen before appear on Syrah, as their body will be engulfed in this blue flame. I need you to roll a 1d12 because somebody is getting touched. Syrah, roll a 1d12 for me, please.
10.
Without even thinking, you move forward closer to the roses, your hands extending to the chest of an older gentleman by the name of Joseph. You remember he was always one with a kind word, always one with a helping hand. He was kind of quiet when he wasn't helping. He was a gentle soul. Tears will fall. As they fall, they turn to blue droplets of flame. Your hands on his chest, your tears rolling, touching these vines. They will begin to burn away. There, in this chamber, the two of you will witness this individual draw breath. The spark of life return to their eye. As they collapse to their knees, screaming, a delayed scream of the agony that had come. Collapsing to your knees as well, sir, you suffer 1 point of exhaustion. You do not know how you have done this, but the old blood is churned. Vanor, you will see them collapse together, the blue flame dying, as not for the last time, hopefully, and definitely not the first, you have watched someone pulled through the veil of death.
Do the rest of us hear Joseph scream?
Give me a perception check.
Is there a way to add exhaustion onto D&D Beyond?
I'm not sure.
It reduces
I
something
believe
though,
it
doesn't
is
it?
Under
Effects.
Should be near the top of the page, I think.
Can't see anything. I'll keep searching. It's all good. Keep going.
Might be under conditions, just under your HP.
Conditions, that's the right word. There should be a way to manage it there.
Yep, got it.
Sorry.
Got it.
I got a 13.
13. Did anybody else roll perception?
I got a 4.
I also got a 4.
No, you all don't hear.
Hmm.
Raynor, watching this, what's going through your mind?
How crazy shit is. How much we still don't know, despite how much we've learned. That the awakening of Syrah's blood from the old ones and her position as the one who has to perform the ritual is somehow greater and scarier than he'd even thought at this point. But he's gonna rush forward to the guy that was just freed and try and help, like, support him and get him, if not up, at least comfortable.
The stout nature of being a dwarf lends perfectly to this task, as you are able to help them to their feet, their bodies shaking as they try to come to terms with what just happened. As you step close, the blue flame that still burns will lick the soles of your boots. I need a insight check, please.
Insights. That's a 17 plus 4 for a 21.
There'll be a moment where the world stands still for you, Bayanor, where the shadows coalesce and come to life, where, as before, you see the face of a mother who said the gods would punish you, and you wonder if maybe that's true. But this face is smiling. It's smiling a tender smile, a loving smile. You hear a soft whisper, "Do not be afraid. You are strong." The world collapsing back on itself as you find yourself holding this elderly individual, a shaken Syrah, coming to from having defied the realm of death.
That's a hell of a thing. You all right, old timer?
I'm okay. I'm just, how in the name of hell and Satan and everything else did this happen?
Well, we can give you some answers, but before we do, how much do you remember? Let's start with your name. What's your name?
I'm Joseph.
Joseph. I'm Bjarnor.
Thank you, Master Dwarf. He will look to Sarah kneeling and quickly go to his knees. Are you okay, lady? My lady, are you okay?
Sarah's just done. She's, yeah, on the ground, like, face in hands, she's broken. I think what she's gonna do is, like, she's gonna look back up at the bodies, and then look to, what was his name again?
Joseph.
Joseph. She's gonna look to Joseph, and then she's just gonna give, like, a scream, like just a broken, like, blood-curdling wail / scream.
I'm going to say that the rest of you all, given the mental and emotional state that Sarah's in, will hear this ungodly banshee keening of your friend.
Hearing the scream, Murkwort will look at Garbo, who is eating bugs very, very loud and distracting him, and say, "Good God, man, we need to go find out what's going on," and grab him and start running off in the direction of the scream.
Okay, yeah.
Ellie's gonna make a beeline for where the scream's coming from, dagger in hand, in case it's trouble.
As you all enter, you will see Sarah on their knees, face in hand. You will see Bayanor nearby. You will see an elderly gentleman also on his knees, his hands comforting on Sarah's shoulders, and then you will see the 11, twisted and tormented, this macabre scene of just absolute sadistic display, twisted in interwoven in a part of these roses.
No, 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 no. And Ellie's just gonna break down crying.
Some pretty nasty things in my day, especially in, living up in Goblin Society, but that is just, ugh.
Joseph will speak to the rest of you as he still tries to silently comfort Sarah. We got word of what happened in Keep Gregorian. Well, a figure appeared, black as night, draped in shadow, large bat wings, a whip of thorns with 3 roses at the head. They did this.
I imagine since Ellie's lived here most of her life, she knows who Joseph is.
Yes.
She'll try and collect herself enough to at least get over to Joseph, but she's crying hard. Joseph, what do we do?
I guess we cut them down and give them proper burial. We burn them, send them to the beyond. Look, I knew when I signed on to be here at a Bloodhunter Keep that things would be dangerous and that monsters would come, but I've never in all my days heard of anything like this before. They just seemed to just be. I've never sensed so much cold, so much darkness.
She's gonna kind of brush his hair gently with her hand. How did you survive? How are you still here?
I was brought back.
Brought back?
It was
Go ahead.
Sarah. Her hands and arms glowed blue again. The wings were back. She touched him, and you weren't there the first time it happened when we were in the tomb after the metal mites, when the runes touched her and activated the blood of the old ones in her. There were wings.
I'm so confused. I'm just glad you're here, Joseph.
And at that, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna like storm off to where my room used to be in the keep.
Okay. Those that watch you go will notice that your footprints burn a blue flame for just a moment as you storm off, the very keep itself seeming to not wish to disturb your exit. As you find, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when she storms off, Murkwort will kind of look around and look down at the footprints, sigh heavily, and start walking off to follow her.
Okay, so
Murkwort, be careful. When I touched that blue flame a minute ago, I saw something that couldn't be. Not dissimilar to what happened when we killed some of those shadow things back at Gregorian and again under the cairn. It's not right.
When you say that, he'll look down at the flame and then kind of like sidestep it and then kind of nod.
Sarah, you will find your room exactly as you left it.
Yeah, I think she's gonna like, she's just gonna kind of start flinging things off everything. She's gonna rip paintings off walls and things that are on dresses and that's all going. Like, she's done. This is it.
Alrighty. The rest of you that remain, Joseph will move, gathering a dagger, and begin to try to cut away the rose thorns that ensnare these lifeless bodies.
Ellie will pull her sword and just bawling her eyes out, not even caring that the others might see at this point. She'll start trying to cut them down because this is her family.
How thick are the vines?
They're several inches thick.
Bjarnar pulls out his axe then, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut myself and light it up, and start helping.
The moment the fire touches the roses, the body's falling to the floor.
Thank you, Bjarnar.
Oh, that made that much easier. Good.
They deserve to be laid to rest properly. They didn't deserve an end like this. These people were kind. They practically raised me.
That's real unfortunate. You're gonna be okay. We'll figure out who did it. You know.
We've got to find a way to stop all this.
Bayanor, you notice something out of the corner of your eye in one of the individuals. There's a black gemstone between your teeth.
The hell?
Well, what is
Hey,
it?
there's something here. I'm gonna attempt to get it. If just be prepared in case something crazy happens. And I'm going to attempt to pull the gemstone from between their teeth.
As you pull the gemstone between their teeth, it will light up. All of you mentally will hear a voice. This stone, Bayanor, you're familiar with. It's stones that are used to leave messages when one is going to be away. It's sort of a audio recording that is done with Arcana, and it has specific audiences. It is not just a to whom it may concern. You all will hear this, and it will make your blood run cold.
Hear me and tremble. Look upon me and despair. Once I was forged of nightmares and cast into shadow. I died Lilith the handmaiden. I return Lilith the rose. Hear me and...
If you couldn't hear, I don't know if Groovy played it well enough or not.
I got it.
We could hear it.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I'll be the first. I'll go ahead. Kier, you bastard.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's not a single bastard. That's a double bastard. That's a you bastard.
Dear.
Yes.
You bastard.
Yay, it's not my other character.
You all know the history. 2 years ago, the demon Malacusis tried to rip through to the realm of man to devour and destroy. He sent forth his handmaiden, Lilith, the demoness, who had taken over Iron Sage Kingdom, had put into place all the things that would need to be perfect to open the veil. They were defeated by 11 nameless heroes. 11 individuals, some even giving their life in that faithful battle. That was only 2 years ago. But the name rings into each and every one of your hearts and souls. Some thought that perhaps the visions that Eliana had were leading them to the Shadowed Rose. Others without a clue. But there is beyond a shadow of a doubt at this point. Someone has returned that walked in nightmare and now walk in shadow. And they have lain waste to the innocents here.
Well, I don't really know who this Lilith person is, but I don't like her. No, don't like her at all. This seems bad.
From the stories, it can't be anything but absolute.
It
No, you
can't be. It can't be. A life was given freely. Both their souls were destroyed. There ain't no coming back from that. It's impossible.
So I'm going to throw you a curveball, Locke. I need you to roll me a flat 20 first.
15.
Across the seas, across the lands, there is a individual, a shield master. They have lived their life in bottles, in brothels, trying to forget what happened 2 years ago. Oh, we lost the fancy bear. Wonder what happened.
We lost the fancy bear. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll bring it back here in just a second. They will suddenly set upright because you see, they had the clearest advantage of what was going on at the end of that battle. You see, one of them gave their soul, they gave their life, they would be no more. The other one simply perished. There was a wizard that appeared that reached down to pick something up. Only now does this shield master realize they were not picking things up. They were putting things down. They were putting down a gemstone. They were putting down a stone to capture a soul.
Oh, you fucking bastard. God damn. Oh.
If what I read in the book was accurate at all, Ayala will use another as conduit so that she may return. Is it possible that this Lilith is that person?
No, I don't think so. Everything we know, I mean, everything that we know says that Angramora and the Nightmare Realm are absolutely opposed. They are polarizing opposites. They are at war with each other because if Angramora gets the gates open and takes over the world, the Nightmare Realm will lose its food source. And the Nightmare Realm will stop at nothing to stop Angramora from taking over.
Now recording.
And that's why they're just as dangerous as Angramora is. Lilith was a creature pure of the Nightmare Realm. She was a person once, but she was turned by Malacutus. There's no way that a demoness like that, a creature of nightmare, is connected to whoever wrote that the Shadowed Rose blooming was. It may have just been connected to the time when Gangriella would be walking the world. It may not be that she's the conduit. Those two things might be separate, because I can't imagine that the Shadowed Rose and Gangriella's conduit are the same thing if one of those two things we know to be a demoness from the nightmare realm. Makes no sense.
Does it? Are you sure? I mean, a demoness would be an awfully strong being to take over.
Yeah, but Tyr, I mean, would Bjarnor have any idea about if a creature, the Queen of the Shadow Realm could use a creature of nightmare as a conduit?
Give me a insight check.
19.
As Baynor sits there contemplating this in shock and disbelief and not wanting to even consider the fact that a creature of the nightmare realm had crossed into the shadowed realm, there's something that comes to Bayonor's mind in the studies that they have done in the research, especially when they were so interested in the Battle of the Demon Bride. One of them gave their soul. The other one just died. That much is documented. It is possible that the soul could have traveled to Angermora. It would have had to have had help. Can't hear you, Locke.
Well, that was a great freeze face.
What a great face to freeze on.
Check. Okay, here we go. All right, so would because the player is no longer at all sure what I know as which character anymore, especially because you just started me thinking about a particular Shield Master character that I used to play. Do we know anything about Zakez other than that he was a father of magic? Do we know if he had what? All right, so question.
We knew that word. We knew that word. Yep, could read those.
Does that Zakez made an appearance at the Battle of the Demon Bride?
Yes, you do.
And would I know anything about his having a connection to the Shadow Realm?
Give me a history check.
By the way, are you all seeing my video feed, or is it just me not seeing it?
No, we can't see it.
Okay. History is 10.
No, you all know that it's common knowledge that Zakez did make a appearance at the end, and everyone was astounded that the father of magic, one of the fathers of magic, specifically the father of prophecy, would arrive and seem upset that this demoness had perished. But most people know that before they were Lilith, they were Lillian, and they were one of his students. That much is common knowledge because gossip travels fast, and it's been 2 years. But there is someone that does know some of this. And Bayanor, you hear a voice beside you, unexpectedly. Wasn't expecting to find anyone here.
Bjarnor still holding his flaming axe, turns very slowly and deliberately. He relaxes in that way that a fighter does, like prepared to strike if he has to, expecting to see an Umbrakai or a Skaglador or a fucking Demoness or whatever standing behind him when he turns around. and prepared fully to swing at it as he turns to look and see what's behind him.
You see an elf
in gray,
in gray and black, silver hair, blue eyes. Thank God the rumors are false that some of you still live.
Yeah. Who's asking?
He will touch his heart, his forehead, and nod. You can call me Walks the Deep. I am a friend of anyone that stands against this darkness.
Nice to meet you, Deep Walker. I'm Garbo. How's it going?
Interesting.
Do any of us know who this person is?
Roll an insight check. You may not know who they are, but you may recognize the armor.
I'm gonna not.
Yeah.
We lost you again, Locke.
I have 24.
Talcafar armor, 100%. Deep Walker.
What is a Takifar doing out here?
We can hear you, Locke. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, I don't think there's any way that Bjarnor would have any idea who this is. I don't think there's any way for him to recognize Talcafar or anything.
No. This is just an elf in gray and black clothing.
Yeah.
I came to see if the rumors were true. I met up with some individuals that had said that the blood hunters had fallen to a man. Dauntless was the closest keep where I was at the time.
Ellie will nod her head and kind of try to wipe the tears off her face. Oh, we are.
So,
Go ahead,
what the
Locke.
fuck's a Talcafar?
We are the ones that patrol the Emerald Forest, the dark side of the Emerald Forest, to keep the creatures from the Nightmare Realm from devouring the faces and fortunes of man.
Well, you just who we're looking for then, because we're about to go to the Emerald Forest.
They will arch an eyebrow slightly. You are.
Well, yeah, that was the
whose
plan, right?
invitation?
It is a long story.
Mordred Nighthawk.
Now it's a shorter story.
If an elf could pale, they will pale.
Do I need to make like a bluff check for that? Because
No.
No.
Given the history there, that name's enough to. They will stop and. Excuse me.
Okay, that was a bit of hyperbole. I admit it. Hold on, I'm looking to see what was it that the guy in the tomb of the Veils called Syrah. There was a title he gave her. Wasn't there?
You're muted now, Sarah. We can't hear you. Put your mic down.
I do believe it was just like the one with the elder blood or something. Is that what you mean?
They were the ones that called the Scions. They were the ones of the elder blood that had to perform the ceremony.
The collar of the Scions, right? We're heading to the Emerald for 2 reasons. And if you can help us, we'd appreciate it. First, we have to find a wizard named Samson.
I do not know this wizard.
He's apparently one of the fathers of magic. He said he was heading back to his people, and everything we found says that's back to the falls.
I have not been home in many moons. So that is possible. I will attempt to commune with my brethren and see what is the second reason for traveling.
The whole time this is happening, Ellie is kind of shifting uncomfortably and trying not to really look at him or have him look at her.
There's So this keeper guy in the Tomb of Veils told us that Gangriella is missing and her brother is sitting the throne, and then the library told us that if the brother is sitting the throne of Angramora, then the ritual must be the ceremony must be performed. Call the Scions, and the person who can call the Scions is here with us.
Which one of you is it?
So,
it's imperative they are in danger. Who is the one to call the Scion?
I turn and look at Ellie, and I'm like, these Talcafar, we can trust them?
Yes, they are noble warriors of the forest. But she's not going to look at him while she's saying that. She's kind of looking at the floor.
She went upstairs.
It's Sarah?
Yeah.
Ellie's going to run up to
the
Sarah's
whole
room.
That's what the whole blue wings thing is about. He points at Joseph. She just brought that one back to life.
Yeah, as soon as he points out that it's Sarah, before he's even done talking, Ellie is off.
The stranger will follow, because in the room, as Sarah is having their moment of pressure release, as they are throwing things left and right and destroying the room, they will hear a voice. Time to go, Poppet. I need you to roll initiative, Sarah.
Mirkort is leaning up against the wall outside of her door.
I need a perception check, Mirkort.
Five.
You don't hear it. What'd you get, Sarah?
A filthy, nasty 20.
Oh, it's so dirty. Oh, so dirty. Look, I need to be cleaned after that. I'm dirty after that. Sir, I'm dirty.
I think I need a smoke and a drink after that one. Sarah, spinning, turning, you see a familiar face, the long black hair, the pupilless black eyes, the well-manicured Fu Manchu, but they're dressed differently. The last time you saw this individual that you have come to know as an Umbrakai, they were dressed in ranger-esque clothes. This time they're wearing calf-high boots, fitted trousers, a very ruffled a tunic with a waistcoat. They are very, very posh indeed, brandishing a cutlass and a dagger. You beat me in initiative, so you get first go.
It's so funny, because after the dirty 20, I was like, I want to seduce him. And then I'm like, no.
You can try. I'll let anybody try anything.
Fuck, I'd have to roll high.
If you want to try, give me a charisma roll.
Very tempted. I'm gonna put my hand on my blade. No, I'm not. I'm gonna, like, try to lean back, kind of. I know I'm in immediate danger here, like, this is not good. But I'm gonna try to play it off. So, I'm gonna, like, lean up and back against the dresser and be like, how did you get in here? And then I'm gonna try to seduce this fucking Umbrakai.
Give me a charisma roll.
Oh, no.
20.
Try a nat 1.
Fuck.
You do have. That won't even help.
No, my charisma's 0, so.
So, you know those moments where you're trying to be sexy and you just.
It's not sexy at all.
So you're like, how did you get in here? Going to put your hand on the dresser, fall flat on your face. Oh, Poppet.
Was I loud enough, though, that Mirkort hear me fall?
Give me a perception check, Mirkort.
Yes.
All right.
hang on a second. I'm gonna yeet this bitch that's been fucking up all night.
Yeet! Well, while
And
you're eating that, I need Sarah to take 12 points of damage as he did instantly attack.
12 points?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I rolled an at 20. So.
Yeah.
I get a 7.
No. But at this point, Eliana, you come up to the top of the stairs. You see Muckwort outside the door. Did anybody follow Eliana besides the stranger?
Yes. If I saw, all right, so the stranger said she's in danger, started heading. Eliana ran. The stranger followed Eliana. There's no way that I'm going to let the stranger up there with Eliana and Sarah without supervision. I don't know where Muckwort is gone. I didn't see him follow. Or did see.
I followed her.
Actually,
you're cutting out.
Did see him.
You're cutting out bad, like I can't understand what you're saying.
In relation to Sarah right now, what I would like to do is, initially, I'm gonna.
He's gone. All right.
Yeah, as soon as Ellie hits the top of the stairs, she's not going to wait. She's going to try the door.
Okay. Are you back with us, Locke?
I think so. Is it
Okay.
better?
Yeah, you were breaking up really bad,
Okay.
so I have no idea what you said.
Yeah, sorry. So, me not knowing exactly where Muckwort is, I know he followed her originally, but seeing Eliana run to Sarah and the stranger follow, I'm not letting those three be alone because I don't know. I'm not sure I trust him yet. But instead of following them, I'm going up the side of the building. I'm gonna shift to werebear form, and I'm gonna use my advantage on climbing to just go up the building, looking for Sarah as I go.
All right. So give me a athletics check with advantage. Garbo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. I see Varnar starting to climb, and I kind of just jump up. I guess there's some ledges up there as he goes. I'd like to kind of jump next to him as he climbs. So I'm just like, "Hi, how's it going?"
I know you can jump, but the question is can you land?
Right.
Need a
Yeah.
dex check.
That's fine. Yep. Oh, that's not good.
This is all the ones tonight.
Well, we got a 6 total.
And what's the max that you can jump?
27 feet up.
So when you fall, you take 5 points of damage. What'd you get on your athletics, Bayanor?
24.
So you're scaling up the wall. Eliana, you burst in. You see Sarah. Right as you burst in, you see Sarah. How did you get in here? Instantly attacked. I need you to roll initiative.
Do I get a surprise round since I burst into the room?
You do not.
Damn, it was worth asking.
It is worth asking. There's a reason why you don't, and I'll explain after game.
9. So not great.
All right. I need one more athletics from Bayanor and Garbo if you're going to try to jump again.
He feels real bad. He feels kind of embarrassed, so he's gonna look at Muckwort and be like,
Muckwort's upstairs already.
"Oh, he's upstairs. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start running up the stairs then."
All righty. What'd you get, Bayanor?
I got an 18.
All right. So you're able to make it up and peer in the room to see Eliana busted into the room, Sarah falling, being attacked. I need you to roll initiative. At this point, Muckwort, go ahead and roll initiative, and then Garbo on your next turn. We'll get you in on this.
Sure.
I was gonna say when she runs in the door, seeing the gray clad one follow her, Muckwort will turn, look, and be like, "You're the wrong color to be Noob Cybot. You need to be black." And then roll his initiative.
What?
What the hell does that even mean?
It's a Mortal Kombat reference.
Mortal Kombat. He's like, so he.
I'll have to explain it later. So
No, I know who Noob Saibot is. I'm just like, why the hell are you making that reference on a ranger? Anyway, what'd you roll?
17.
And what'd you get on initiative, what?
You are muted. You are gone again. Oh my goodness.
30.
So many
30.
biddies.
20.
20?
That.
I'm gonna take a shower after this.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so they went. It is now Muckwort.
He will, seeing that the party is in the room that he was standing outside, run into the room, look at the sprawled one on the ground and the chaos in front of him, and the different looking Fu Manchu mister lower his trident directly at him and just take a running charge and try to stab him.
All right.
All right, look here. I'm gonna yeet you if you don't act right. That's 10.
Nope.
Alrighty then. And I guess bonus action just activate my Crimson Right then.
Actually, you get.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting. I'm of that level. I get 2. So
The last time I'm going to be nice and remind you.
well, at least the threat of yeeting got better. 17.
17 misses.
He will stab twice, say fuck, and then activate his Crimson Right.
Wait a minute. Can Sarah activate? No, I can't. Can I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate my feat, which is the power of the Elder Blood, which will give you 1d6 to your failed roll, which was the 17. So
roll that 1d6, Sarah.
which is a 4, so that brings it up to 21.
And that will hit.
Okay then.
That's pretty good.
Thank you for that, by the way. And that will be plus 4 is 8.
8 points of damage. Nice. And then you'll activate your Crimson Right.
Yes, sir.
Eliana.
Ellie's gonna take one look at what's happening. Her sword was already out because she had been cutting the vines. She's gonna nick herself as she moves between this guy and Sarah, and she's gonna take a whack at him.
All right.
With her Crimson Right activated. So, let's see, which dice do I want to roll? Short sword is plus 9, so that makes that 21.
21 will hit.
26 plus 7. So 4, 7. That's 11 points of damage. And oh, I forgot to do my 1d6 for my when I activated my Crimson Right for my damage. I took 2 points of damage. And then he takes 5 points of damage from my right.
All right. Excellent.
7 attack.
Okay.
Oh, that one's probably gonna miss, because that's only a 15.
That misses. It is now the stranger's turn. They will draw their twin scimitars. Miss, miss, miss. Oh, not 20. Nice.
I'm dead.
No, this is the ranger that.
Oh,
followed Eliana.
okay.
Alrighty. That will bring up Banor.
All right. I come in through the window. I will take my free interact to draw my second battle axe. Bonus action, activate Crimson Right on it, drawing it across my forearm. And I will take 3 points of damage from that. And then I am going to swing. The first one is a 19.
That hits.
Second one is not as good. 14. That's not going to hit.
Misses.
You dropped out again.
Plus 6 is 11 points of slashing, plus 6 points of fire.
Describe the demise.
You got
lucky.
Bjarnor.
Oh, you're gone again. Gotta go by hand actions.
Into the room, like face to face. What? Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Roars right into its face, like big.
And we lost you.
That pause, that freeze was so good.
It's crazy.
We're this big.
Enough to blow the Fu Manchu back behind him, and then reaches up and brings both axes down, one into each side of his neck.
The axes digging deep. You hear the crushing of the clavicles, the soft, sadistic smile of someone who enjoys pain meeting your gaze before they turn to shadow. The moment passing of combat as you all have figured out that if you can get to them and do enough damage before they summon help, they're manageable. So here you are in this destroyed room that could have been the place of a great combat or a temper tantrum. No one will ever really know. The stranger will sheath their blades, sigh, lean back against the wall, and lower to a crouch, watching to make sure that you all are okay.
Ellie's gonna kind of spin on her heel, drop to her knee, and pull her healer's kit out to start tending to Sarah.
I'm gonna like batter away. It's fine. I'm all right. I'm gonna like try to pull myself to my feet. Oh, what did he do to my room? Oh, how did this happen?
Give me a deception check.
Especially if she's gonna say it like that.
Hey!
I'd like an insight on
that. That is a 19.
I'm sorry, let me do this the proper way to say this. Tyr, do I believe her?
Insight it.
Ellie doesn't care about the room.
We can't hear you, so I'm assuming you rolled underwater. An 11.
You believe.
Sarah, you look hurt. Let me help you.
I said I'm fine. Thank you, though. I'm going to just, like, get to the opposite side of the room, away from everyone.
Well, what happened in here?
Something came after Sarah.
Oh, no. Another one of those shadowy thingies?
They're called the Umbrakai, my little friend.
Oh, yeah.
Dangerous if they are allowed to call their brethren. You were fortunate that They were not.
Well,
Oh, he's putting on the bear.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
gosh.
I'm so sorry. I forgot. In the heat of the battle, I forgot to bear up. Yep.
You were in the heat of the moment.
It's almost unbearable, man.
Stop.
Who is this? What is he doing here?
They will touch their heart, their forehead, and bow their head. I am Ox Deep. I am from the Emerald Forest. I have come to see that the blood hunters were alive or not, and what I find is very heartbreaking, but hopeful. You are one of the old ones.
Yes, yes, we've already established this. I have the blood of the elder ones.
You have no idea what that means, do you?
We found some things on it. I'm able to perform some sort of ceremony that allows us to find the scions.
Which in turn allows us all to stay alive.
But not the scions.
No, the scions must die. That is the way the magic works.
That is the way.
There's much I can tell you to get you up to speed on what has transpired in the world. From there, you will have to make the decision if you join in this fray or run and hide and wait for it to be over. I cannot make that decision for you.
Regardless, I would like to help. Whatever you say, no matter. I was brought back for a reason. I'm gonna like look at Murkwort and then back to the stranger. I want to help in any way possible.
With that, they will settle in, sitting cross-legged, pulling a pipe from their pouch. Then let me tell you a tale. And this is where we're going to take our second break right fast. And we'll be right back to hear the stranger's tale.
I just thought I'd say thank you guys for the biddies that you guys have been donating. And hello, Cootsy. We notice you.
Welcome back. Thank you for hanging out while we took our second break. Before we left the break, the party had returned to Keep Dauntless. Sarah had resurrected one of the fallen non-blood hunter staff of the keep. Banor had found a message stone telling them that Lilith had died in nightmare and risen in shadow as the rose. Somewheres across the realm, a shield master made a revelation of something that they hadn't really noticed before, that when a demoness had died, that a wizard had laid something at their body instead of picking something up as everyone had thought. They met a stranger from the Emerald Forest that goes by the name of Walks the Deep, who has offered to inform them of what's going on so that they can make an informed opinion of if they will travel forward into this nightmare or if they will run and hide. And this is where we pick up. The stranger sitting cross-legged smoking a pipe. A few moments later, a large panther will enter the room as well and lay beside them, giving a soft chuff. Their blue eyes washing over each and every one of you as if able to see your very thoughts, your very soul, ripping past flesh, blood, and sinew. Their expression is grim because it is a grim tale that they are about to unfold. First, a proper introduction. You may call me Bane. I am Bane Silvercrest, known as Walks the Deep, captain of the Talcafar. I was there at the Battle of the Demon Bride. I was one of the 11 that stood against Lilith, that kept Malcusius from tearing the veil. It was fortune over fate. We lost individuals that day. We also learned that Zakez, the father of prophecy, was a traitor, for he had manipulated all of it. We thought his goal was to bring Malcusius into the realm and thought nothing more of it until things started taking place. You see, in Iron Sage, the king was assassinated, and the High Wizard Jalil has taken the throne. There is now a war between the Minotaur Kingdom and Iron Sage that I believe has been purposefully orchestrated. But aside from that, you said yourself, Gangriella's missing. That means her brother is on the throne and is looking to open the gates. Long ago, when it was long ago, and this our world was new, those that came before, those whose blood you share, they were too good for their own good. They developed great and wonderful marvels, but they did not know when to stop, and in their quest for power, they went to the gods and got magic created. Everything has to have a balance. Everything. The magic actually coming from the energies interwoven in nature. The gods placed the realm of light and the realm of darkness, Angramora. But when Malcusius came, they had to create another realm, the Nightmare Realm. There was no balance for it, with other things unfolding that don't matter at this time because they're long gone and don't impact. Malcusius was able to escape. You know the story. Well, it seems that Kez all along was using that just to sort of put things into play. You see, if the key is found and opens the gates to Angramora, Angramora can shape this world into whatever they want. They have the knowledge, they have the power, they know how to manipulate the energies. They can turn this into an extension of Angramora. Gangriella kept those power hungry at bay, but has not been seen in quite some time, since they last took to sojourn as a wolf among man. You are the one that said to call the Scions. Do you have any idea what the Scions are? You said that they had to die, so that tells me that you have some inkling.
We know that there's two kinds. There is the Scions of the Awoke, and there's the the other ones, and they bring balance. There's the ones that have the ability to bring everything. It brings balance if all of the ceremonies can be completed. But even within saying that, there's so many, and we might not even be welcomed, and we then will have to find everyone, and I just...
The Scions are a failsafe. Should this world fall, they can reset it and once more seal Angermora. But there's a better way. There is a weapon that will aid you. It is called the Blade of the Angel Fire. It once belonged to a man named Mordred Nighthawk. It can defeat the Prince of Angermora, it alone, but it deals a terrible price to the wielder. If you can find that blade, then we don't need the Scions to die. But in the interim, it would be best if you traveled to the Emerald and performed the ceremony. They will not impede you. You will have free access. His eyes will shift to you, Eliana. Thankfully, you will have free access, as these are your guardians, as it were.
Tier, what was the name of the blade?
The Blade of the Angel Fire.
What is the cost? The price of using the blade?
Nobody knows. We've heard that it does horrible things, that you have to take on the pain and the wickedness of that which you destroy. We only know that it was used to destroy some powerful demons before it was locked away. After that, Mordred Nighthawk was never the same.
So look at Sarah. Look at him. Is she the only one who can use it?
The blade picks who it will. We have no idea. The blade chooses its carrier.
I see.
Where is it?
We don't know. But if
Then
you
that's
go,
why we need to find Samson.
if you go to the Emerald, perform the ceremony. If Samson is there, Samson can help you.
We have an orb.
Okay.
It came from the Tomb of Veils, but the Umberkai tried to take it and they cracked it. The keeper of the tomb told us that Samson is the only one who can fix it, and that it will let us talk to those who are long passed from this world.
Well, then I would say
to
keep
me
that very safe. We lost you again. I'm giving extra XP tonight just for being able to continue on with the technical issues. So, and the audience gets XP for the first time. Everybody in the audience gets 100 XP.
Oh.
What happens if the audience levels up?
They become more awesome than they already are.
Oh man, that's
That's
pretty big.
danger. That's dangerous.
Nope.
Just look, audience. Remember, when you get level 5, you get 2 votes. You go from 1 vote to 2.
No.
Just remember.
No. It's not like a tax. Votes are not like a tax. They get 1 vote. Nope. Still nothing, Locke.
So while we wait for Locke to come back, Ellie is still very confused because she wasn't present for all this stuff in the Tomb of the Veils. I don't understand. This.
Check.
There
Hey,
you
we're
are.
here at that time. Like what? What is this ceremony? Is it dangerous for Sarah? What? I don't understand. Can someone please explain to me what is going on?
Your friend has the blood of the ancients, the elders. When they apparently, if the bullywog can be trusted, or maybe it was the dwarf. I'm getting old. My memory is not so good. Apparently they died and came back. This activated the blood within them. Its powers, the realm that which they helped forge, reaching out, calling. Their power will only grow. Let's just hope it does not consume them the way it did those that came before.
That still doesn't answer my question about the ceremony bit. Is it dangerous to her?
I do not know. I've never done it.
I just wish I understood. I'm sorry.
I wish that I had answers for you. Your people will be able to help.
My people are in this room.
Your people will be able to help.
And as I said, my people are in this room.
Then there is no.
So we can use the orb. We can talk to Mordred Nighthawk. In theory.
Murkwort walks up to
definition
him.
Long past, right?
Mordred Nighthawk is still alive.
Well, that makes talking to him much easier, right?
Based
Damn,
on what?
The news was so shocking that his camera went black.
Based on the history that Ellie knows, would that be a surprise to her? To hear that Mordred is alive?
Yeah. I am seeking him now. Maybe the orb can talk to someone that will help you find him. And if you do, tell him Bane is looking for him. We have something to settle.
But don't the stories say
30 gold?
No, he's my father.
No. The stories all say that he died long ago.
This is the problem when you marry a goddess. You don't get to die.
But wait, based on again, based on everything she knows, does she know who that makes Bane?
Yes.
Wait. If you are the son of Mordred Nighthawk, does that not make you the king of Mountain Crest?
Eh.
Eh? Eh? You're a king and you go, ah?
I'm not a king. I was not born to be a king.
No, but it makes you the rightful heir.
And that's why you're not going to tell anyone.
Oh,
But-
no, that sounds like a pretty sweet gig.
Your dad is Mr. Fancy Pants?
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Nighthawk, you know that guy.
No, that's my grandfather's name. No.
I don't know if you know the tales of Mordred Nighthawk, but I wouldn't exactly call him a fancy pants.
He's an asshole.
He was a great warrior.
Still makes him an asshole.
That doesn't create a person's character.
Look, I don't know why you all have been spared. I don't know if it was fate. I don't know if it was design. You may have pissed somebody off and they decided that they wanted to just mess with your lives for a while. But I do know that you are blood hunters. And if you're anything as the legends say, then it burns through you to want to try to stop this damnation that's coming. If that is the course you choose, I will help you get to the Emerald expeditedly. But it is at that point that our paths must part, because I must find my own way.
Ellie's gonna fiddle with her short hair kind of nervously.
Okay, so we gotta get to the Emerald, find Samson, find this blade, call the Scions. Someone needs to alert Iron Sage that the Minotaurs now run Frenya and have the ability to teleport to them instantly and have a fucking army camped outside it. And we gotta find the pale girl with the wolf thing.
Is that all?
His
Hell, that's
eyes-
easy.
His eyes will narrow at the last part. Pale girl with a wolf.
I
The
keep
she-wolf.
having visions of her.
What
keep
does she
having
look like?
She's kind of slender and very pale. And her hair is long and blue with little bits of purple.
He will stand up, pulling the drape of his hood that covers his nose and mouth, leaving only his eyes. I speak this to you, strangers. If ever you harm a hair on that child's head, they will never find you.
No, you misunderstand. I think she's in trouble.
Oh, my apologies.
The last vision I saw of her, she was crying for help. I feel like I have to help her. I have to find a way to help her. She's gonna step forward to Bane. And she's still kind of teary-eyed after all of this. I've lost so many in my short life. I don't know this girl, but I know that I've been called to help. I need to find her.
The last known whereabouts was the Emerald.
I guess we're going to the Emerald. But
home.
Tonight, can we
Oh,
rest
sorry.
here though?
Hold on, Tyr, what did you say?
All roads lead home.
Ellie's gonna kind of shrink up at that.
Do I notice?
Perception. With advantage.
So 20? Oh, just
Yes,
double
yes,
check.
you notice.
Cool.
I mean, Ellie hasn't exactly been subtle about her hesitation to go to the Emeralds.
Is it a nat 20 or a dirty 20?
So it's a nat 20, and then so it's 23.
Oh, definitely notice. Rest here and know you will be safe tonight. At dawn, I will leave. You will find a satchel hanging from the tree in the courtyard. Inside that satchel will be your way to the Emerald. Use it if you wish. Discard it if you don't.
We will see you there.
Good night, my friends.
Hey,
Think hard on
wait.
what you... Yes.
Quick question. This is gonna sound really weird, and I apologize. But when we first learned about Samson, we found a letter written by him to someone. The strangest name I've ever seen. Does the name Pants mean anything to you?
It does not.
Alright.
That is a very strange name. But
Yeah.
when you meet Samson, you'll understand.
Yeah, somebody with a name like Pants, probably like, I don't know, cover your ass or something.
They will stand and take their leave, leaving you all to deliberate and debate on your next course of action.
Shit. Should have asked him about the Amber King.
Oh,
Well.
There's way too much information to take in, Bayanor. Let's try to see if we can source something to make a meal and go to bed.
Oh, I'm sure I can find things to make a meal for us.
I would prefer to starve, Garbo, and I mean that with a lot of niceties.
Well, if you think that's fine, more for me.
I'm gonna go take advantage of what time I've got left being like this, and set those bodies to putting them to rest permanent like.
All right. The large funeral pyre outside. Sarah, you know the kitchens are fully stocked. The food is fresh. It wasn't long ago that this place was attacked. You are able to put together a meal. Garbo, you find a wonderful selection of creepy crawlies trying to find warmth in the
good.
winter.
Good.
Ellie would go with Yarnor to help lay the others to rest, because these people were her family.
I can't.
Alrighty.
I can't watch it. It's too much for me.
Michael, give me a perception check.
See, this is why I yeeted you. I shouldn't have went and got you. 6.
Let me make a note of that.
Hang on, I'm gonna make a note of the note.
I'll also make a note of your notes of the notes.
Oh, excellent. The funeral pyre, the grim business attended. You all find yourselves in the warm dining hall, the fireplace enchanted to burn eternal, as this is the coldest station known to man. The meal, let's do a survival check, sir, to see how good the meal is. I'm sure it's wonderful.
A survival check? It's a 5.
Yeah.
I don't cook, man. I had people cook for me.
Now would be the time to use your feet.
Alright, yeah, I'll use it. Whoop. That's
How
a
often
6,
do you get to
so
do
that's
that?
an 11. 2 per day.
The food is a little salty, a little bland, but it is warm and it is filling. You find yourself sitting at the table. What do you wish to do?
I'm just gonna eat the food. I'm not looking at anyone, I'm not saying anything. I am exhausted.
Ellie's got her head leaned onto her right hand and kind of picking at her food slowly.
Murkwort will be looking left to right as he's eating because he saw the plants and he's a little paranoid because he doesn't want to see any zombies.
Garbo is just has his ladle and his cauldron, and he's just ladling it straight into his mouth.
Manor.
He's muted again.
I broke him. Like, my joke was so bad that he just...
It was
broke him.
bad. No lie, it was bad. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Bjarnor's eating, and he keeps looking up at Syrah and at Eliana, and he'll go back to eating. And after like his second bowl, and has mopped up every last bit of it with bread.
Oh, you gone again.
His mouth puckered from the salt, and it sapped the voice from his very lips, drawing the moisture as he recontained himself.
So, just frustrated at the two of them not talking, finally he just fed up and is like, look, I know it's been a rough day, 2, 3, whatever, and we all got heavy things weighing on us, but I feel like maybe you two ought to sit down and have a talk. This eating in silence bullshit is we you only get so much time, and our time might be shorter than most, but we've outlived a lot, and fucking make the time of what you got. Go talk to each other. And with that, he gets up, grabs one last like hunk of bread, just dips it into the sauce of whatever we were eating, and walks away eating it.
Ellie's gonna shrug. I thought this was an improvement over us yelling at each other.
I mean, so did I. Apparently not. Apparently it's taking a toll on the party. I don't think I could lose anyone else again. And it's taking a toll on me. It's gonna go back to eating.
The four of you are all I have left. Hey, Tyr, at this point, has she remembered what she told them while she was drunk?
Yes. Yes, she has. This is a perfect place for that memory to come flooding back.
Oh. Oh, dear.
What?
I just realized I talk a lot when I'm drunk.
You do.
So you gotta know that I've lost my family before this too.
We've all lost people. Family or not, we make our own in this life.
No, not like this.
What do you mean?
I watched my parents and my grandmother be poisoned and choked to death in front of me when I was a little girl. I'd have died with them too if my aunt hadn't seen what was happening and smacked the fork from my hand. Uh-oh, we lost Tyr.
Yeah. He was like, I can't take this anymore. Leaves. I'm gonna put my like hand on like her shoulder. That explains a lot about you, Eliana.
My uncle was poisoned too, but by some miracle, I guess would be the word, he survived.
What do you mean by
But
miracle?
I knew something. The odds of him surviving were not good. My father was stronger and bigger than him, and the poison killed him.
Interesting.
There's always been something off about my uncle, and I don't know what it is. There was always something about him that made me uneasy.
And he's in the Emerald Forest.
She'll nod.
Who is your uncle?
Let me start at the beginning. I am not from Frenia. I lived there for a time, yes, but I am not from Frenia. Trudeau is not my surname. It is a name I adopted from Xander. I am Eliana of the Kershane. We are a tribe of the Emerald Forest. We live together in family units. We are not quite as, I don't want to say apathy, but as not as formal as some of the other tribes. But one morning at breakfast, my father, Ilios, who was the war chief, for lack of a better term, and my mother, and my grandmother, and my uncle, they were poisoned at breakfast. And my uncle survived. Now, it is our tribe's tradition that the shadow talker, the priest, sit with the body and see if a successor is named for the Blade Prime, the war chief. But everyone knows the Blade Prime hasn't named a successor in generations, and if you know anything about the lives of elves, you know how long that is. We were sitting at the front because we were the family. And I was looking at my uncle's face, and he smiled before the shadow talker named him, as if he knew he was going to be named successor.
Did he do it?
I don't know. I was a child. And I was afraid to speak. For 3 years, I watched him mistreat my aunt, scowl and sneer at her every time her back was turned. And then one morning, she died. And I was told she died in her sleep. And it wasn't long after that he started to mistreat me. I only stayed a few weeks. I came home late one night from school, from training, and he struck me across the face.
I'm gonna like shuffle closer to Eliana and like put my like arms around her while she's telling her story.
I locked myself in my room. I packed the few things I had stashed away, and I crept out the window. And I ran for Freynia because it was the only place I knew to go.
That was very brave.
They would find me. No. In my tribe, it is an act of cowardice, and I don't know that I would ever be accepted back. And I don't know what he has told them. If he's told them that I died, that I ran, or worse, that I had been the one who did it.
Does it matter more to you what they think of you? Or is it... do we matter more?
You all matter more, but I'm afraid.
Then it doesn't matter.
I'm afraid to take you into the Emerald because if they will not hear my words, if they will not accept me, then I cannot vouch for you and protect you.
Their words mean nothing. Their words mean absolutely nothing. Your actions speak more than words, and we've seen you do so many things for us.
You can't enter the Emerald without invite or an escort, or the guards will kill you.
We don't need an invite. Everything that I've been reading, everything that I've been seeing, as long as I'm there with you guys, we can get through and do whatever we need.
But I didn't know that before now.
Now you do.
I was afraid to let you go into the Emerald because I didn't think I could protect you.
Well, look who's protecting who now. I'm gonna like elbow into like Eliana's ribs a little bit.
Murkwort will clear his throat. If you have the ability to escort us through the Emerald, and it sounds like you might have the power to do anything, he'll look at Eliana, then look at Syrah. He'll sigh and say, I think that there's a few things that we should do while we're there, and namely, getting rid of an uncle that poisons his family. He'll stare really hard at Eliana. Sounds like a good thing to top our list.
Within saying that, I do believe there'd probably be ways that I can make that happen without us having a hand in it. Well, looking like we have a hand in it. We wouldn't have to be there. It'd be quiet, no one would know. Then it'd look like an accident.
Still a person dying in their sleep, right?
People dying in their sleep all the time. Exactly.
So you know Liam Neeson too. Great.
Great fellow. He came to Freynia many a times.
Gotta fix it, Locke.
I hear he has a particular set of skills.
He does.
He does.
It was a long way to go fixing the thing for a bad joke.
It was great.
I
It was
didn't
good.
actually say that because Bjarnor isn't there because I wandered off.
Yeah.
So I got to hear none of
But you did wander off. So now I'm going to turn my attention to you, my friend. Where do you go?
He goes into darkness. That's where he goes. Yeah.
Nope.
He does his best impersonation of Bane.
I disappeared like Batman into the blackness. None of you could find me. My plan was to go out to it's a keep. It's got to have walls. I was gonna go and just walk the ramparts and clear my head.
As you are walking the ramparts, it is quiet. It is cold, but you don't mind the cold. You have that fancy cloak. You find yourself...
And I'm sleeveless.
And you're sleeveless. Get her done.
Sleeves are bullshit.
Sleeves are bullshit. Give me a perception check.
15 plus 4, I think, so 19.
As you are walking, you will see that there's a man sitting on the stones in front of you, sort of leaning back over the side of the wall that if they were to teeter, they would fall to their death. They are dressed in all black, very elegant looking. Their hair is short and well manicured. Their mustache and goatee also manicured. They will look at you and smile, a very welcoming smile. Ah, Vanor, I've been waiting on you. It seems I need to settle some confusion.
I'm sorry, but just who the fuck are you?
Oh, you'll meet me formally soon enough. Just consider it a friendly visit. You see, you keep seeing your mother. And this is worrisome to me because that means that I do not have a firm hold on them. I need to know what they have said to you.
And why would I answer your questions when you don't answer mine?
Because you care about the people that are in that dining hall. And I will kill them all if you do not.
Bastard.
I'm so mad.
So, I'm just supposed to take you at your word that we're gonna be formally introduced later.
Oh, you know me. How many have you sent to me? You'll get a chill when they say that last part. A chill that penetrates even the magic of the cloak. That makes you think maybe sleeves are not bullshit. As fog will begin to gather around your feet from seemingly nowhere, spreading along the top. The individual will stand, and as he walks through, he will dip his fingers into the fog, and you will see faces appearing, faces that you have sent to the grave. Each one of them that haunts your dreams, because you remember them. You remember them all. The ones that were cursed, the ones that had to be dealt with, the ones that could have had a great and wonderful, prosperous life that you had to cut short because of the taint, because of the darkness. One, then another, and then another, over and over. These individuals appearing, They will call and reach before they fall to fog once more. You know me, dwarf. You have sent many to my hall. Now tell me, what is it that your mother tells you?
Nothing that makes any sense.
I will be the judge of that.
Well, my mother never said anything good to me in my life. So, I don't know why she started after her death, but just kind words.
Regret is such a terrible, powerful thing. I will make sure you are no longer bothered. Thank you for being honest, and know that her words are true. I will let your friends live from now, as well as you. But we will cross again. This is all coming to a crossroads, and only one side can be victorious. With that, they simply fade into the fog blowing across the rampart, taking the form of a chariot, galloping into the sky and dissipating. And this is where we'll end our story this evening.
Jeez.
I want to thank everyone for playing at my table. It's been a blast tonight. Sorry for the technical difficulties to the audience. Thank you guys for hanging in. You know, when you're doing this stuff like this, technical issues happen.
I promise it'll be better tomorrow. I'm going to work on it.
Yeah, don't forget to join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard here on Level Up TTV for Scions of Oblivion.
Also, Tier, one more thing. I'm sorry, before you get to anything else, real quick, while my mic's working. You bastard.
Yay. That's 5, you bastards. Yay.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, 6. Awesome. I predicted this to be a 4. So before we bounce out of here, we're going to take a moment just to let everybody remind you who they are and where they can be found. We'll start with Lanta.
Hello everybody, on the internet you guys can find me on Level Up TTV, or you guys can also find me over at Lantafanta. I've been doing some really cool Lego stuff at the moment, so definitely go check it out if you can. And that's all from me. I'm loving this game so much, and I'm loving the character building that's happening, especially with the connection with Eliana and everything. That's all from me tonight. Thank you guys for watching.
Hey everybody, I'm Ben Sigurd. You can find me on Twitter at Ben Sigurd. I am a little active on Facebook under Ben Sigurd, but mostly on Twitter at Ben Sigurd.
Dan here. Just on Twitter, follow me at Ravenous Dan.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, and you can find me on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi, AL Gamers. I'm Locke Clark, and you can find me on the Book of Faces and the Twitter Patients at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
And once again, I have been your Dungeon Master, Tier the DM, World's Okayest DM. Thank you so much for joining. We know that in this day and age, things can get bleak, times can get tough. But remember, you're not alone. There are people out there willing to share their light and their strength. Find them. Rest in their light. And when you are strong enough, share your light with others. Love and inclusion. These are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. Until then, live your life that you will be proud of. We love you guys. Winds begin to blow and frost begins to nip at the flesh. The blood hunters to a soul begin their sojourn north. The keep Gregorgarian in the highlands of the Ullervale Plains has sent forth a summons, one that has not been called in 300 years. The Sagwine Tribunal, heads of the clans and keepers of Mythos have gathered. They have sounded the horns and let the call go far and wide. This can mean only one thing. Darkness is coming.